Now to the semi-autonomous region of Somaliland, where at least 96 people have been killed in more than 2 weeks of fighting between security forces and clan members. More than 60,000 Somali refugees have fled to neighbouring Ethiopia after the escalation in violence. Tensions between local people and the Somaliland authorities have been rising for weeks now. The UN says the refugees arrived in a part of Ethiopia that's been severely hit by a drought, and many are sleeping in the open. Let's speak to Ali Warsame about this. He's a political analyst and lecturer at the University of East Africa. He's also a former education minister in Puntland. He joins us live from Garowe in Somalia. Thank you so much for being with us. Tensions in the Sool region between local people and the government, Somaliland authorities there, they've been building for weeks now, I understand. Can you tell us about what's been happening in Laascaanood in particular and what the root causes of the tensions are?
Thank you very much for having me. Actually, what was happening is that the situation in Laascaanood is very, very severe now. There is a shelling continuously in the city, and the people, most of the people of the city have already fled to outside areas of the region and far up to Puntland and Ethiopia. As confirmed by the Somaliland parliament speaker, who is in Laascaanood now, and who confirmed yesterday, he's hailed from the Laascaanood itself, he confirmed that nearly 200,000 people left the city outside, and there is almost 200 plus people killed. The people who were wounded cannot have the access of the health facility since the hospital was damaged in the shelling and was taken outside of the city Calabar area. All the schools, universities are closed, and people's livelihood are destroyed. What is the root cause? The root cause is that these areas, which was taken and captured by Somaliland forces in 2007, are against the secession from Somalia. They have been calling all along that they don't want to join Somaliland in terms of the secession. The second thing was that there is a lot of people who were killed in the last 15 years, prominent scholars, Islamic scholars, business people, who were all assassinated in the city. And when people tried to complain about and make peaceful demonstrations, they were targeted by security forces, and that broke out in December 27, 2022. The situation now is very, very tense.
The Somaliland government has downplayed the grievances of the people, of the clan leaders, and it claims that Al-Shabaab militants have infiltrated the area to create disruption. Is there any credence, any evidence to this claim?
Actually, in the contrary, there is nothing can prove that claim. As yesterday, when the Speaker of the Parliament, the Somaliland Parliament, talked about the atrocities that happened in the area, some people were calling in the media that he's also a terrorist. There is a confirmation from international partners, there is an international media, there is a local media. The situation is very, very clear. This is against the people of Laascaanood or SSC regions who are against the secession and want to make their own determination in regard to Somalia. When Somalia collapsed and Somaliland declared that they wanted to be autonomous or independent, these regions started to say no. And I think that is the only reason. There is nothing confirming, as already suggested by the International Crisis Group and other organizations, that there is no proof. A Somali government, through the Minister of Interior, also confirmed that they are welcoming the decision of the elders, traditional elders, and the other territory group, and no one confirmed that there is a infiltration of Al-Shabaab or anything.
Okay, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us about this. Ali Warsame, professor at the East Africa University, joining us there from Garowe in Somalia. Thank you very much for your time and insight on this story.
Thank you.